The Building Stronger Universities is a North-South collaborative program. It's a unique arrangement because it looks at how we can strengthen the capacities of South universities and also build the individual capacity to do research while also looking at our community through outreach.
Coordination and implementation is run from the South Partner Universities. We're 6 partners from Africa, from Uganda, Tanzania, and Ghana, and 6 universities in Denmark.
So far, VSU has run since 2011, and now in the 3rd phase, we are ending in 2023.
So here we are, 12 years into the journey, and we're researchers, administrators, coordinators here in Arusha, and sharing experiences and telling our stories and discussing how the best way forward would be.
University of Ghana wanted to be a research-intensive university. So in our BSU project, we put much emphasis on research. We decided to concentrate on 2 areas, which is climate change and malaria.
At KSMU College, several policies were established. As you can see, research policy, publication policy. We had a PhD handbook and institutional overhead policy.
They were guided by senior researchers, and most of them were concluded successful with at least, on average, like every pilot project came up with like 2 publications.
Yeah, public and private, because it's not about the private sector, it's also public sector.
The project is finished now, but developing kind of a blueprint of what the admin side would look like.
It's a lot of money, but there's also a lot of calls and a lot of competition.
We have to be globally competitive, we have to be locally relevant, and we have to revitalize our knowledge system.
I think everything is coming together. We have been listening and learning, being in groups, discussing really interesting ideas and stories. Tonight, we are even taking it to a higher level.
Please help me welcome Dr. Aziza. Dr. Aziza, please, the floor is yours.
So I have come to know that it's important that we give a student freedom. They bring in experience and values, different perspective in classroom. You as a teacher has to help the student learning, so they have to be in the driver's seat. I now fallen in love with my job.
And we came up with a handbook for graduate students. We also took them through what to do to qualify to be an author to the work that you have done.
Teamed up with colleagues from Copenhagen University for the malaria research and Aarhus for climate change. And because we did look out for our junior researchers and people with a PhD and took advantage of the BSU, now I can look back and say that in terms of deliverables, we at least have 16 faculty members that we can boast of having directly benefited from the joint training and research we did with our northern partners.
Now, with the BSU 3, we came up with a big, huge fish ponds whereby students, they can do practical training, they can do breeding of tilapia and catfish in those ponds, so they can participate practically by doing the activities that are related to fish culture systems.
Your story mentions the fact that you have developed a novel and cross-cutting center of excellence on genomics and bioinformatics. What is this about?
This is an advanced center of excellence which has assisted the whole of the East African region. So it turns on sequencing both bacteria and the viruses at the various levels, and therefore you are able to solve the medical challenges, especially people with multiple resistant drug diseases.
My story emphasizes on the skills of negotiation. If you do not have emotional maturity, you lose it all. You need to be cool-headed, argue and demand for what belongs to you based on principles and policies of the program.
Thank you so much for long-standing collaboration. It's been a pleasure. What the FC has seen over the years is that it's important that the South universities define their own needs. What do they want to do? Because when you take the power and you take the lead in such a setup involving the other partners and the northern partners, it's important that you stand your ground, and it's important that you actually know what you want to do, be honest towards your university goals.